I have generally been frustrated here since we left ESPN, basically, by our lack of infrastructure efficiency, that we are a sprawling beast that hires more and more people, but our efficiency on things kind of stinks. So I would tell you, Chris Cody, as you sit in the chair that has produced a musical, that by the end of what I'm about to say, I want imaging that I can use for months in giving a daily climate stat of the day. By the time I am done talking here
Pressure.
on a climate stat of the day, because I don't believe the world is paying quite enough attention to the fact that we are using up all the livable atmosphere daily, I want to give a climate stat of the day that is framed by professional imaging that sounds good and feels good. And
Nailed it.
No, I want to do better than that. It can't just be the laziest.
I mean, that's
Producing,
weather.
no, it is weather, but
Yeah.
I need something that's more thoughtful than that. That's not just the laziest thing that gets farted out around here. I found a sound. Let's play it. Let's entertain America and the globe with a sound I found fiddling around in the computer, not producing the show. End of this segment. I need Chris Cody to impress me. And here is your climate stat of the day. Phoenix, Amin El-Hassan, El-Amin Hassan.
El-Amin Hassan.
His city has suffered through a record 19 straight days of temperatures over 110 degrees.
Die. We're all gonna die. We're all gonna die. We're all gonna die. The sky seems to be falling, and we're all wondering why. Let's turn on the news and find out how we're gonna die. There ain't no sense in stalling, no reason not to cry. Let's turn on the news and find out how we're gonna die.
All right, decent, but better and faster, okay?
Yeah, I'm gonna say that.
It's okay, but better and faster.
Die. It's catchy.
Real happy.
I mean, are you feeling this the way that we are feeling this in Miami as the globe heats up in a way that is
He's always here.
totally terrifying? Where is it hotter, here or there?
You out of your mind? It was 116 yesterday when I left.
But it's a dry heat.
Oh, yeah, okay. You know what else is a dry heat? The sun. The sun's a dry heat. An oven is a dry heat. Fire, open flames, that's dry heat. No, it's not even close. It's uncomfortable here. It is life-threatening there.
Already.
Yes, like you're not supposed to be outside. Straight up, like do not go outside. I had to go. My kid had the parent-teacher night on Monday because they're already opening. They're already in school, and we had to walk between buildings. And in the 3 seconds it takes to go from one building to the next, instantly, my skin feels like it's on fire, and I'm sweating like I've been outside for hours. There's nothing like it.
I told you of 152 degree heat index at 12:30 in the afternoon at an airport overseas.
Yeah.
That is not a livable climate for animals or human beings.
No, it's you. You're good. It's the song. We're all gonna die. That's yeah.
A little too happy saying we're all going to die, though.
Well,
That's the joke.
Yeah.
That's the way the joke works.
I get that.
I'm pretty quick with my jokes.
Yeah.
I want to ask, Amin
Fantastic.
El-Amin.
Did you see, wait? Hold on. Before we move off of this, did you see? There's an actual stat that goes beyond this, right? Arizona spent enough energy on air conditioning on Saturday to power 6.5 DeLoreans from Back to the Future, which, as we all remember, takes 1.21 gigawatts. 1.21 gigawatts. What the hell is a gigawatt?
Do Jeremy and Tony have any idea? We've been talking action movies here for a while. How many of the action? No, I don't think they know Back to the Future.
I know Back to the Future.
Come on.
How
Dan.
many of the
Champion under the
action
Sea
heroes
dance?
we were talking about earlier? Give me a number. Let's say
We named 15,
I'm
let's
going to
say.
say 15 of the 15 action heroes talked about a couple of segments ago. How many of them had Tony and Jeremy heard of? Give me a number, Tony.
I knew all of them because I've gone back and watched some of the old movies that Stu's talked about, like Cobra and Bloodsport.
Classics.
And all the movies that he talks about with Mike and
Demolition
stuff.
Man.
Demolition
There you
Man.
go.
Roadhouse. Dalton is amazing, kicking people's ass in jeans. Like, nobody's doing it in Levi's.
No one's doing it in jeans. No one's doing it with blocks. No one's doing it in jeans.
With the shirt tucked in, mind you. Never untucked.
right.
You notice that?
Or no shirt.
Even after the fight, yes.
Jeremy, how many of those had you heard of?
0.
No.
What?
I have not. I've
What?
heard.
Demolition Man?
I've never heard of Rambo?
I've heard of all of these movies through this show. I laugh along because contextually I've learned what I'm supposed to laugh at, but I don't know any of what you're talking about.
never
None of
seen
it.
Demolition Man?
Never in my life.
You're not an action hero movie watcher.
I'm not. I wasn't raised that way, Dan.
Would you watch The Notebook?
Oh.
High School Musical, I mean, thanks.
Oh, no.
It's pretty good, though. I mean,
It is good.
There it is.
Are you really going to try and go over the top on Jeremy on I'm more of an action hero man than you are?
I'm so scared.
You drama guy. You like Glee. I like Statham.
I do like
You are
Glee.
not masculine. I'm
like
more
Statham.
masculine than you.
My God.
Amin is mad at me. I don't know how he's feeling right now because he just came in. I don't even know the details of this. He has told me that I have dragged him into my and I don't know what I've dragged you into.
My mentions are on fire about apparently you said Tyler Hero is better than Tyrese Maxey or Tyler Hero is more desirable than Tyrese Maxey, and everyone is affixing what you said to me. And I was like, I never said that. Not only did I never say that, I wasn't even on the show. I was at home minding my business. And all of a sudden I got Dan Le Batard's crazy basketball opinions dripping down on me from above.
it's part of the deal. I mean,
I know it's supposed to go the other direction. We're supposed to say crazy things that gets Dan's credibility in trouble, not the opposite way.
right, but he takes plenty of that, and sometimes, it's going to fall on you. That's the way it works.
But I do need to reiterate to the audience, though, that this thing that you don't want on you that you didn't say, I don't want it on me, even though it wasn't my opinion. I did say it, though, but I tried to say it as if it was the Heat's opinion. And going back to the only other time I've been aggregated on Tyler Hero news, it was also not my opinion. It was the Heat's opinion. When he started, they thought his ceiling was Devin Booker. I didn't agree with them, but that's where they put his ceiling when this started.
You have a mouthpiece now. You should try saying that again with the mouthpiece in.
Thank you.
Yes,
I now
right.
have a Miami Heat mouthpiece so that I can be a mouthpiece for Pat Riley and the Heat. Let me
Can
try.
you talk with that?
Well, let me try.
We're
Hold
going to
on.
try, yeah.
Hold on.
Say it all over again.
Yeah, sorry. You're right, Stugotz.
Okay. Thank
I
you.
want to be very, very clear. The Miami Heat believe that Tyler Hero, when he started, that his ceiling would be as high as Devin Booker's.
We've got a new character. His name is the Sports Walrus.
I should end it with like a slogan of like a diss round.
Yeah.
The Miami Heat believe that Hero is a better athlete than Maxey. I'm the Sports Walrus.
Signing off for Metal.
I'm the Sports Walrus, Metal Arc Media.
The Miami Heat believe that Tyler Hero is whiter than Maxey. Or my name isn't the Sports Walrus.
Metal Org Media.
The name of the
Okay, let me try again. I'm sorry.
Reporting from Miami.
I'm sorry. Okay.
the name of the show is From Dawn Till Tusk.
The Miami Heat would have won the championship last year if not for the officiating. I'm the Sports Walrus, Meadowlark Media.
Cuckoo, ka-choo.
Miami.
Okay. I'm sorry.
Stop eating the mouthpiece.
Craig Stadler.
He's getting hungry.
Hey! Yes!
The Miami Heat should win all of the championships if not for the cheating of others. From Miami, Meadowlark Media, I'm the Sports Walrus.
Perfect.
Got it.
The Miami Heat should get all of the players they want, whenever they want them, and never lose the game. From Miami, I'm the Sports Walrus, Meadowlark Media.
It's so juicy.
It's so wet. Right now it is so wet.
Dan got it right.
My God.
Can we throw him a fish or something?
There should be no other teams that are allowed to win games other than the Miami Heat. From Miami, the Sports Walrus, Meadowlark Media.
Cuckoo, shoo.
It is so wet at this point, I can smell my spit.
Oh,
Hell yeah.
Oh.
My God.
Oh, gosh.
My God.
How do you guys think Adrian's going to hit back? Your move, Adrian.
We hate wolves, the Sports Walrus, from Miami, Meadowlark Media.
It is time for Stugotz to share his game notes. No one in the media will tell you what happened better than my boy Stu.
Weekend observations brought to you by Miller Lite. Great taste, 96 calories, available for delivery. Dan, at one point, he was one of the most consistent voices on radio, rarely taking a day off. But with career and financial success, he became a little lazy. But Dan, after weeks of flying Lord knows where and doing Lord knows what, make no mistake about it, Dan, you are back.
Wow.
Finally.
Film
About
noir.
time. Where you been?
For a week, I'm going back away, and as soon as I leave, you'll leave with me and try and take vacation.
Who are you?
What are you talking about?
What you've been missing for like 3 months?
No. Hey, Dan, you know what the L in LeBatard stands for?
I do not,
Lord knows where and Lord knows what.
but you do know what I've been doing.
I do. Huh. I know what you're doing. You're abusing that vacation clause we have in our contract. I mean, knock it off.
Got you there.
Yeah. Jeez. Speaking of back, the Open Championship. Over the weekend, we saw record temperatures in Italy. You, of course, know what that means, right, Dan?
We're all going to die?
It means Rome is burning.
Yeah.
Rummy. These scooters are starting to become a massive problem. They're everywhere.
Scooters?
Scooters.
He's so right about this.
The electric scooters.
Can you guys
get off my sidewalk?
Can you guys check for me, please, if emergency rooms are now replete with more people than they've ever had because people are crashing on
Thank
these
you.
scooters?
Yes.
I see them zipping by me on bikes and on skateboards that are motorized, and I'm like, if that falls, that person's face is going to be crushed.
Yeah. Plus, it's my sidewalk. It's meant for people who are walking, not
Yeah.
for people on scooters.
It's not a side scoot.
Thank you. Thank you.
Sidewalk.
Wow, who knew?
You're supposed to walk on it, Dan.
Yeah.
Thank you. On the side.
Got it.
Yes.
On the side of where people are not walking.
There you go.
There's a bike lane, right?
There is a bike lane.
So we need a scooter lane.
Or they could just use the bike lane.
Or just get rid of the scooters.
Kind of don't like bike lanes either, by the way.
Same.
When I'm driving, I'm like, oh, here we go.
Dangerous game.
Yeah. Trying to make a right turn. They're just zooming through. They don't care about red lights.
After being on the bag for Golic on Friday, I have a newfound respect for caddies. Top 5 sports jobs we think we could do but we can't.
Well, in general, you think you can do everything athletes can do in sports.
That's Tony now.
And you
He's passed that torch, Dan.
to the youngster.
Yes. Number 5, mine.
Yeah, that's right. It's hard to do Stugotz's job, man.
Thank you. Number 4, Zamboni driver. Looks easy, but I'm telling you, I would never get all the ice. I'd come too close to the boards. I'd be afraid I'm too close to the boards. I couldn't do it. I think I can, but I can't. Tony can.
Those guys are so cocky, too. They don't do 10 and 2. They're like with one thumb,
Oh,
just
yeah.
like turning that
You
thing.
gotta whip that thing.
Yep. Number 3, baseball umpire.
I can do that.
No, you
you
can't even
can't.
see the ball.
Hey,
Literally
Angel can do it. I can
impossible.
do it.
Wow.
Angel's guessing.
Number 2,
He's had a very good umpire rating somehow
He
this year.
does?
Somehow this year he's had a very good one.
Fixed baseball.
Keeping up with umpire ratings, are you?
it's a weird stat.
Clearly. Clearly. How would I know that otherwise? It'd be impossible for me to know that Angel Hernandez was statistically getting good umpire rating unless I was keeping up with umpire
What's it
rating.
come up as? Like you are? Like what? Who follows this?
Wherever you get information, Stugotz. I know it would elude you, the idea of learning or being informed.
I don't want umpire ratings. I mean, he's not a good ump. No one likes him.
Agreed. Very common opinion.
But he's having a good season.
That's what I'm telling you.
Okay.
Based on the people who track these things.
All right. Number 2, NFL chain guys.
Oh, come on.
We think it's easy. I'd be tripping over the chains. I wouldn't know how to
No.
do it. I'm telling you, I would lose my way. You think it's easy.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not.
I don't know about
I
that.
thought caddying was easy until it was on Golik's bag.
Well, the
What?
chain guys, that job is easy. You're talking about the guy whose job it is to, like, judge where...
Like the placement?
Bring the chains out, do the measurement, move the chains
Are
down
you talking
the
about the
field.
guy who grabs
The
like
two old
the
guys,
spear
yeah.
and runs across the...
That's what he's talking about.
That's easy, man. Come on.
It's my
I hate
list.
whenever they make them go across the long way of the field. It's like, why don't we have one on each side so that like whoever's closer goes? I hate when they have to run across the whole side of the field.
Right.
You want to pay for an extra chain guy? Is that
Yep.
what you want to do?
That's right.
More chain guys.
Or we could do measurements not with chains.
Lasers.
Because we have the technology.
That's not an option.
No,
It's
not
a
an
tough job.
option. Got to employ the old guy.
Number 1, caddy. It's a tough job, man. It is.
Like, you carrying bags. Like, that's the
It's
hard
not
part,
just
right?
carrying bags.
What do
It's
you-
you got to keep your guy positive. Keep your golfer positive. Have to have the right club
That's not
out.
my job, is it?
You have
can't
to
be
know
af-
the course. That's the most
You
difficult
can't
part.
be afraid when your golfer thinks they are better than they are, and you have to tell them, hey, you can't hit it that far. Hit something else. I mean, I had to do it to Golick.
Wait.
For 9 holes.
He pulled out a 6-iron on a par 3. I told him 8 is a better club for you here. He stuck it 5 feet from the hole. That's how you do it. Top 5 caddies of all time. Number 5, me.
Despite having difficulties.
Number 4,
Mastered it the first time out.
Steve Williams. Stevie. Number 3, Jim Mackay.
No.
Bones. Number 2, James Anderson.
Oh,
Tip.
yeah.
And number 1, Mike Cowan. Fluff.
Can anyone fact check these nicknames?
No,
or-
he's right on all of them.
Yeah, he's
all
right. Yeah.
Okay.
Fluff's the classic.
Keep an eye on the Twinkies.
We made him number 1 just because he's
Of course.
Fluff.
Yes. Right.
Just because the nickname is
I
Fluff.
didn't have to look it up.
I know. Fluff would make us laugh.
Golf yard trackers. Tricky game. I got to be honest with you guys. I gave Golick a distance using a yard tracker that was not to the hole. It was the top of a bunker.
Nice.
He was
Oh.
he was a club short. It's the first time I'm revealing this. Nobody tell him.
I mean, it's not like he had a good score going.
He put it in the bunker, though. I didn't help. I'm
You're
supposed to be
accurate.
helping.
And then you quit after 9, right?
I did. That shows. See?
Golick knew what he was getting into. He knew he wasn't going to last the round.
And yet somehow you're a top 5 caddy of all time.
I am.
Imagine if he did all of the holes, how high he would have been in the rankings.
Imagine I could read a
if he
yard
didn't
tracker.
quit halfway through. Stunning that Stugotz's assessment of himself would be totally
He was
delusional.
getting late. He was playing slow. I mean, Rabel
Getting-
wasn't helping.
Getting laid.
It was getting late.
Late with a T.
I heard laid too.
Yeah, so did I.
That hasn't happened in a while. So
Tahoe.
For Golick or for you?
Yeah, I'm going to say.
I don't know about Golick.
Oh, gosh.
What happened, Chris?
We're all going to die.
Yeah, why not? Yeah, why not? Just play the whole thing.
Seeing Ray Allen DJ at Harrah's Casino made me both sad and confused. I haven't been the same since. DJ Ray.
The Ray Allen?
The Ray Allen at Harrah's.
It's not really deep. I've been to that thing, isn't it? Like they have a
It
guy
was
up
weird,
there, and then
yeah.
celebrities come up and like hang with them.
The whole thing was weird.
DJ Ray, D-Ray.
Yeah. Steve Martin. David Sampson. Just a reminder, you are not my boss. In fact, I am yours.
Whoa. Wow.
Just a reminder.
Shot across the bow.
Whoa.
David Sampson. Another quick reminder. I can make you disappear as quickly as you arrived. Dan, you know what the D in David Sampson stands for?
Disappear.
Hey, you are on your game. Look at you, man. That's awesome.
Stu said that to me on the golf course in Tahoe. He
not
said I
bad.
can make him disappear as soon as he got here.
Yeah. I'm the only one who has supported him consistently throughout the years here. He's going to attack me? Disappear.
I would say that I've been pretty supportive.
Oh, you too, yeah.
You're a big supporter of David Sampson? You?
Dan knows I've been a big supporter of David Sampson and what he brings to the airwaves. He does. He's good content. That's all we care about around here.
Are they still airwaves the way that we do
I
it
have
on
no idea.
podcast? Is it still
Microwaves, maybe?
Put it on the poll, please, Juju. Do podcasts have airwaves?
There are a few things sadder than being in a Reno casino playing digital craps after midnight with Mike Ryan. He's gambling again.
You could have ended that sentence at Reno Casino.
Do it with Mike, though.
The Mike part does make it infinitely more sad. He's right.
Is he wearing sunglasses?
Yes.
Great, yes. He's crazy. Scottish Open. Rory McIlroy. Do me a favor.
Why do you always
do it at the U.S. Open? I can't say his name, man.
He is dyslexic about only McIlroy's name. He always puts the L before the E. It's the strangest thing.
Hey, Lake Tahoe. Would it kill you to throw in a shower and a cloud or two every now and again? Something. I mean, the sun, I'm tired of the sun.
That'd be a good time for We're All Gonna Die again.
Yes.
So's Amin, so's Miami. Everyone's a little bit tired of the sun, and it's only going to get worse. Excellent.
Dan, you know what the J in Johnny Bench stands for?
I do not.
Not Jewish. Steph Curry. You and I both know you didn't win the American Century Celebrity Golf Tournament. And just so we're clear, in the event that you didn't know, your victory at the American Century Celebrity Golf Tournament does not count as a victory for you in my personal record book.
Wow.
In fact, the victory goes to Marty Fish.
Wow, yeah.
Congratulations, Fishy.
You did it.
Yes, you did do it.
Top 5 people who were at Lake Tahoe who were most likely to have yelled during Marty Fish's backswing. Number 5, Andre Iguodala. Number 4, Seth Curry. Number 3, Del Curry. Number 2, David Wells. Number 1, Tony Romo. The NBC announcer who asked out loud if the guy who yelled during Marty Fish's swing did it on purpose. No, sir. He yelled accidentally. What the hell's the matter with that
Chris
guy?
Cody, what's happening with you right now? He is having so many problems with the computer.
Oh, this is fun. Let's just keep pushing buttons. I could punt this machine right now.
The free agent news, it never stops.
Splash.
Lake Tahoe Stadium announcer who announced Jake Owen as Aaron Rodgers. And Aaron Rodgers is Jake Owen. Do me a favor.
Stugotz was right.
Get your own material.
Stugotz was right.
Oh, you go to hell and say hi to our Bryles for me.
I mean, I wanted to ask you about something that happened here when the Detroit Pistons really altered how much we're going to pay coaches when they gave Monty Williams the original Look at Me Louie, the origin, ground zero for Look at Me Louie was Amin accusing Monty Williams, a very nice guy, for losing a game and then going into the opposing locker room and doing a showy, I'm very graceful, look at what a leader I am in defeat, give me 6 years, $78.5 million Pistons because I'm up and coming and it doesn't matter that I'm fired. Totally changed the landscape of how coaches are paid. And then, as soon as the Spurs got Wembanyama, Popovich gets 5 years, $80 million, because a new market has been established, and now we're going to pay coaches something that I think is a ridiculous amount to pay coaches. Your thoughts when you saw the way that played out? And I'm not somebody I want everybody in sports to make tons of money. In fact, it's pretty clear, given the seismic shift of everything that's happened in not just sports and sports business, but business in general, from the money that athletes are now making, even though a lot of sports fans do not like how much athletes are making, it's clear that they've been underpaid for a really long time, and some adjustments have happened in the economy of sports where they now must be valued according to their value in a way that gets them overpaid in an instance like Monty Williams.
Except for running backs.
Except for running backs. That's correct. We'll get to that in a second because that's been
fascinating.
fascinating. Oh, my
Crazy.
God.
Oh, yeah,
is that
that's
interesting?
I watched Mina talk about it, and it was like, oh, that's why. And it makes all the sense. But we'll get to that when we get to it. Let me answer your question. What Monty, I think one of the main things that it gets lost is that Monty did not want the job. He didn't want to work. He wanted to take some time off and be with his family. And Detroit basically kept raising the number. What about now? What about now? And they reach a point where it's like, yeah, like how do you say no to $79.5 million? You don't. And so that's why Monty did it. Pop is the more interesting one because I was in the impression over the last few years that Pop was getting ready to retire and that there's only so much more of this he wants to do and all that. And I get it. Getting Victor Wembanyama will put pep in anyone's step, but it doesn't change the fact that he's pushing 80, really. He's in his late 70s. He's going to be doing all these road trips and sleeping in hotels and be on planes and buses.
People don't understand what a hard life that is.
It's hard, and it doesn't matter.
Kidding.
If it's first class or 5-star accommodations, whatever.
It does matter. It does matter.
No, look. Is it easier than traveling commercial? Yes. Is it easy? There's a difference in easier and easy. It's not easy. It's easier than if he had to take the American flight that's delayed.
It's the easiest of the options presented to Popovich on the travel front.
But it's still not easy.
I agree.
Especially for someone that age. Mm-hmm. Flying across the country, different time zones, 3 a.m., 4 a.m., check-in times, getting back on a bus, getting on a plane, doing it all over again. Not to mention the stress of actually doing the job. He's not doing this stress-free. Not to mention the preparation that he's got that goes into this. And the dining, right? Like the food that you eat on the road, even if you're eating at the fanciest restaurants, typically isn't healthy. None of this is healthy or good for your health. That's why you got Ty Lue taking time off mid-season because he's got health issues.
You say Pop's pushing 80. At what age do you push that next, like, if I'm, when are you pushing 40? What age?
When you round past 35.
Well, Pop's 74, so he's not pushing 80.
Okay.
So I'm 36. You're saying I'm pushing 40? No. You're not pushing until the 8.
No.
38, 39, I'm pushing 40. Pop is not pushing 80 till he's 78. He's 74 years old.
He's not pushing 80. I misspoke.
2 years out is fair.
But he's like 76 he's pushing. He's pushing.
I disagree.
For sure. 30, you're pushing 40, brother.
You still got 4 years. I mean,
but you're
38,
pushing.
I'm pushing.
It's the 7. It's the 7, not the 6 or the 8. You guys got to split the difference.
What if you're 39 like me? Like,
well, you're
I'm ready to
man,
push that off the ledge right now, yo.
You're going on. Once you get to 9, you're going on 40.
Correct.
39 going on 40.
12 past the hour.
That's a good job. But yeah, no, but so
My God.
For Pop, what more does he want to do? Now, they say in the contract, well, he's also the president of basketball ops, so there's a transition there. But that's a lot of work too. That's not chilling either. You're still on the road. You're still watching talent, across the world now. So I don't know whether both of these guys got paid what they got paid because their teams wanted them to keep doing something that they're like, I don't know if I want to keep doing.
But now it's a new market, correct? Now, when Erik Spoelstra,
what is Spo worth? I was going to ask.
When Erik Spoelstra, when Jerry West is saying he's the best I've ever seen do it, he's the best coach I've ever seen. What is Erik Spoelstra, who isn't pushing 80, who can do the job for 10 more years? I really thought that the greatest temptation of Erik Spoelstra's life would be a management power piece equity stake in Portland. To go back to Portland to be a coach and power guy outside of Pat Riley. I thought if he was going to leave, that's the time he was going to leave. But now the market for Spoelstra is what?
I mean, I would say, like, you mean the open market or what Miami
I'm talking
should pay
about,
him?
no, I'm talking about when Erik Spoelstra walks in with Popovich's contract and Monty Williams' contract, and his agent walks in to negotiate that deal, what can he ask for reasonably and have it be like, yeah, we have totally changed the market. We're going to double, triple, quadruple your salary.
I think if I'm Spo, I want the Pat deal. What Pat got all those years ago from Mickey to come from New York, which is I will lead the basketball operation, I will coach, and I will also have a stake in this team. And I think
Pat Riley got 10% of the team.
I don't know if he's getting 10%. Slow down.
He's not getting a percentage point more than Pat Riley.
1995 ain't walking through that door. And Pat sold it back, right?
Yes.
So Pat no longer has an ownership stake, or at least he doesn't have a 10% stake, which I wonder if he kicks himself over that. But if I'm Spo, absolutely a stake in the team has to be on the table. And Portland is a franchise that we expect to be sold in the next few years. So when that happens, the new owner of the Portland Trailblazers, how do you not come in with the ridiculous grandfather deal for Erik Spoelstra to at least make Miami have to move? Because you got to remember something. We went through this with Dwayne Wade, where Dwayne Wade was, hey, come here, we'll give you an ownership stake. And Dwayne Wade said, I want to say in how things are run. I don't want to be a figurehead. I don't want to be another soldier in the battalion. I want to be a man with rank, and that's why he went to Utah, really.
You think the Heat would trade Spo for Dame?
No way.
No.
No way.
You can swap.
Nah, man. That's the.
You get to keep Hero?
Put it on the poll. Would the Heat
I'm in.
trade Spo for Dame if they got to keep Hero? At LeBatard Show.
I'd rather have Spo.
Oh, really?
Oh, stop it. Then Dame? You'd rather have Spo
No, than
Dame
Hero, but I guess
and
everyone
Hero.
agrees with that.
Right.
Yeah.
It's Damian Lillard and Tyler
That's fine.
Hero.
How many years of Damian Lillard do I get? 6?
5 to 6
5
years.
if I'm lucky. I get 25 years of Spo possibly.
Who
Are you
makes
guys serious?
Yeah, it's too guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the whole structure.
It's
You'd
everything.
rather have a coach than Damian Lillard and Tyler Hero in the NBA? You're serious?
I mean, they already
This
have
is
Tyler
a
Hero.
serious take.
I'm with Stugotz on this. You guys are getting carried away. Structurally, they did make Spo from the video coordinating office, like they made Gabe Vincent, like they made Max Strus. I would like him too, but if I can get superstar talent for what is nothing, doesn't cost me against the salary cap, doesn't cost me trade assets, it just costs me the guy who is in charge, I feel like I can find somebody else to make up that difference. I mean, where do you side on this?
Y'all were ready to fire Spo 17 games into the Big Three thing. You're like, oh, we'll just make another one.
Exactly.
You guys not remember all the ups and
I'm
downs?
not saying you can just make another one. I'm saying it's hard to have a Damian Lillard without trading a player for him.
Heat Twitter's going to be so mad
Let
at
me
this.
just say right now, Erik Spoelstra is a top 15 coach of all time.
That's right.
Ranked. Now, that's not an opinion.
Lillard is a top 2 shooter of all time.
Yep.
Top 2?
And a top 20
Shooter?
player in the NBA.
Hold on.
Clay
Shooter?
would like a word.
Hold on.
Shooter.
Oh, really? Larry Bird, shot for your life?
Bird.
Okay, then. So
Every
he's-
time, though.
Then,
I mean, it doesn't
then,
matter.
then he's not top 2.
Yeah, but Stugotz, your argument just unraveled in his face, and you didn't even realize
It's like
Say
Bird.
Larry, though.
Damn
you
it.
just wanted to say Bird, and
The
you didn't even
legend.
realize, you didn't take any inventory of what you'd said seconds before.
No, it doesn't
Bird
matter.
every time.
What Lillard is
Top
what?
2, I said.
Lillard
Anyone
is-
else, I take Lillard.
Where would you put Lillard as a shooter all time?
I don't know. I mean, there's a lot of guys. I think I would talk about Kevin Durant. I talk about Ray Allen. Damian Lillard is an amazing shooter. He is the top 1% of the 1%. But
outside of range, he's probably behind Steph.
All right, so who's better, Spo at coaching or Lillard at shooting?
I would say Spo is better at coaching than Lillard is at playing basketball.
What are we doing?
This is awesome.
I would honestly say there's not many guys I would say are better at what they do than Spo is at coaching, right? But the biggest thing is what Tony brought up is that Lillard, even if I were to accept that and it's not ridiculous if someone said, no, Lillard's better at basketball. Okay, how much longer can he do it at that level versus how much longer can Spo do it? And this franchise, more than any other franchise, how much do they rely on that institutional knowledge? The fact that this is how we do it and this guy teaches it and runs it better than anyone else.
Sports radio.
Oh, you love it, don't you, Stugotz?
Used to be on airwaves. I want to get to this running back thing.
Oh, I want to get to that one, too. That's an interesting-ass conversation, man.
What did Mina say? I didn't hear what she said.
So what Mina said was basically the salary cap, because they're all on rookie scale deals when they come in. So there's first 6 years before you actually become a free agent. So most players are playing undervalue, and you hope to last long enough to be able to cash in on the other side. And that's what the quarterbacks are doing. That's what the tight ends are doing, the wide receivers. The problem is the prime of those guys' careers usually happens fifth year on, whereas the prime of a running back's career is in those first 6 years.
The body takes such a beating in that sport that it's unbelievable to watch the human bodies be so disposable that you can see their lack of value. You could see the lowering of value as it's happening.
Not only that, a lot of their prime is done in unpaid in college.
Yes,
where you're getting
that
Derrick
too.
Henry running 600 times the season, and he's playing 4 years at Alabama. You're talking about 1,500, 1,600 carries.
He's still going strong, though. I mean,
Built
that
different.
guy.
I want to get into this conversation because I have gotten it so wrong. I don't know that the game has passed me by more than it did in my running back analysis.